All right. How's everybody doing today? Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you get in here. If you guys are interested in that, I would appreciate it. Just hit that like button. I think we need to start with talking about like Jasmine Coin. Well, looking at some certain positions. I'm gonna look at my entire watch list, honestly. Studio Tech, what's going on? Let's see what's happening on Twitter or on X. Refresh. All right, so we got 7 people that are watching right now. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, for being here, for doing everything that you do. Um, over here on X at least. I don't know what every other platform looks like, but we will take a look at it in a little bit. If this would save. All right, so yeah, we got 9 people that are here. Make sure you hit that like button. Cool, waiting for you to come up online. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go live at 5:30, but I was kind of busy doing some stuff. But I do appreciate you waiting. I'm sure there's not really many notifications that are going out. It doesn't look like it. We got 9 people that are here, which is okay. It's fine. It's how the world works sometimes. But on X, we got 7 people that are watching right now as well. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Or 13 people. Let's start with why is XRP still stuck? Everything else is firing up. So XRP is, I wouldn't say is stuck, because XRP is at a level of 57 cents, which honestly is a decent increase. It's not the level that you see with like a lot of other things. But XRP in the last 7 days, if we look at my watch list, XRP in the last 7 days is up 9%, while a lot of other things, like you can see Cardano up 11, Ethereum up 14, Bitcoin up 11. So XRP is down a little bit compared to some of these, but they're still moving in a decent percentage. And also XRP is up at 57. Now it should be back up to where it was. Um, and back up to like 60, 64, 70 cents and so on and so forth. I believe XRP is, a late bloomer because of the uncertainty, right? That's the main issue, is the uncertainty behind it. I'll say that. But then you look at a lot of other things, you can see Beam that's up 36% and it's down 10% on the day, which may open the door for holding maybe a little bit more or buying a little bit more. So I might have to, start getting a little bit more Beam, because I do think that that's going to be a decent play, a really, really good play. That's just my opinion. But yeah, XRP is not really too far behind. Maybe behind some of these bigger movers like, API 3 and how that's up 47%. Or behind what you saw with Grok, where it's up 65% in the last 7 days. Now, Grok has since, from when it was at, 60% of a penny, 64% of a penny, or something like that, it has since come down from there. And now we're seeing it at 52% of a penny again, which again, you're going to see this back and forth. You're going to see this move up and down. It doesn't have as much volume, and when it does have a lot of volume, it tends to have a large swing to the upside or the downside. So just take all of this that you see here with a large grain of salt, make it sea salt, and you'll see this thing flourish. I believe you will. Lucky's Leprechaun has been moving up. It's up 7.5%. That's great to see, almost at a drop zero level, which is fantastic. And we're also seeing it 16% up in the last 7 days, more than a lot of other things that are on my watch list. So most of the things that are on my watch list, honestly, even Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's great to see that movement. But now if we look at Jasmy Coin, Jasmy currently stands at 65% of a penny, and it's up by 4%. Seeing that up by 10% over the last 7 days. It's been kind of moving a little bit, and it's been holding steady, which is great to see. Kind of similar, I guess, to what you see with Bitcoin, where it goes up there and it is holding steady. I did want to compare it, maybe compare the last day and see how they have moved. So in the beginning, you saw a little bit of maybe opposite movement, but you have seen kind of the same thing where it has picked up just at a different scale. But either way, you're seeing the same level of movement throughout this. It does follow Bitcoin, so it is more consistent right now, which is definitely a good thing. I love to see consistency, and I'm sure you do too. It's currently above a $300 million market cap with $48 million worth of volume, 14% on the volume to market cap ratio. So if we go and look at my assets, I'm currently closing in on $40,000 within my Coinbase account. And, that's leading the way by XRP as well as Jasmy Coin at 6,400, up 2,400, almost $2,500. And then you have Krill and Harvest Finance and Bitcoin, Avalanche, Cardano, Teller. I'm thinking about consolidating some of these like lower ones, like down here, not too many, just PundyX, which I do feel like has potential, as well as Ethereum and Tezos, and throwing that into something above here, or maybe throwing it into API 3. Like that's always a play. Or I could just throw it into ALCX or Cosmos or not crypto.com, because that's a standard $10 a day. But yeah, I mean, Jasmy Coin, everything just looks fantastic. Guys, if you could, over here on I was gonna say X, on TikTok, if you guys can double tap that screen and hit that like button, I would appreciate it. But yeah, go ahead and follow, share, do everything you could do. We got 1.4 thousand people that are following. Typically, when I start, it hits the For You page, but then starts to decline. So I'm okay with that, obviously. So hit that like button, hit that follow button. If you guys are interested in crypto, we talk about crypto all the time, every day here, or as much as we can. Hello, Chelsea. Sustainable growth is the key. I agree. Sustainable growth is the key. XRP is solving a real world problem. It will show its true value until it's done solving the issue. I agree with that. We got 41 people that are here. Make sure you take the time to, kick that like button for the algorithm, as well as if you want to check out any of the links that are in the chat. I do have, or in the description, I do have a link for Margex, which I have been trading on Margex a lot recently. I did want to make a trade recently, but I got kind of talked out of it by myself. And when I see things that are running a lot more, I want to find kind of the opposite that's going to happen. But I don't want to bet against the market, because I see that the market just absolutely explodes out of nowhere. And if it does explode out of nowhere, I feel as though I would end up losing everything that I would invest there, as I'm leverage trading. So if you want to check out Margex, feel free to check out Margex. I wish I could have bought Bitcoin a while ago. Don't we all? Right? And honestly, not too long ago, because if I could have taken $15,000 and threw it into Bitcoin at the lowest level, which was in 2022, the lowest level that we saw for this bear market, you would have tripled your money by this point, which is absolutely fantastic. Because, like I said, if you would have taken 15,000, it would have turned to $52,000 if you would have bought one Bitcoin. I currently hold Bitcoin now, but just as a store of value. It's not as a means to absolutely gain ridiculous amounts of money. If I decided or found a way to get one full Bitcoin at 52,000, then it would be to turn that into 100,000, 200,000, which I do believe it will get to. But yeah, if we're talking about a while ago, like when that person sold, I think or sold Bitcoin for like, I think it was like a couple Papa John's pizzas. Like that's crazy. It was like 10,000 Bitcoin for pizza. I mean, if you had 10,000 Bitcoin right now, it would be insane. So yeah, I'm right there with you. Absolutely. What's your first target in Jasmy? Jasmy is not moving. Isn't it an old coin now? Many new coins introduced in recent times. So Jasmy is not old. I guess it's old compared to some of the new ones that are coming out, but it's not old. But my first target price for Jasmy coin, I believe, I can't remember exactly where it is. My first target price for Jasmy, as of what I have on this list, but I also did this very fast. My first target price for Jasmy is 5 cents, which would be 100,000, which would be $5,000, $1,000 over what I put in there. It would leave $50,000 in there, or sorry, it would leave $45,000 in there, while the balance would be at $50,000 because I have 1 million Jasmy coins. So if it gets to 5 cents, which it will get to 5 cents, which will be $2.4 billion market cap, that's where I will take $5,000 just as my initial investment so I could throw that wherever I want to throw it. But that's pretty much it. When it comes to my long-term goals, obviously we could see levels to where I have the potential to become a Jasmy millionaire from it. However, I'm one of those people that doesn't really need that opportunity to always have that millionaire status from those plays. Like that's not what I need. I like the consistent gain. I like, seeing hundreds of thousands of dollars and to know that you're going to gain those, even though it does take away from what you can gain in the end, the ultimate goal, the ultimate level of what you can gain in the end. I still see that as a huge win in my book. If you can go from investing $4,000 to maybe $400,000 or $4,000 to $40,000 is still a huge win compared to the stock market. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm looking for a trade today because we see Bitcoin that's up here at these levels and it looks like it's like kind of fighting strong at this level of resistance, but I don't see any major pullbacks yet. I see no major pullbacks yet. And if I'm not going to see that major pullback, I mean, this could be the start of that. But typically when we see things that are running, we see it pull back aggressively from that point. But it's been kind of holding there for maybe a couple of days, which doesn't happen. After this jump, which was, what day was this? It was January 23rd, where it was at the low level and finally started to jump, finally started to increase. And then you saw this last move, which was February 6th. So 10 days ago, where it pushed up and it started to, and it got up to this resistance, which was $53,000. So it could be a strong resistance from where we are right now. However, we've seen cryptocurrency absolutely break through, absolutely skyrocket through some of these places. So it's hit or miss. It really is. Also, I got on this Doge shirt, which I got from the TikTok shop. I didn't create this shirt, but I got from the TikTok shop. So if you guys want to get yourself one of these Doge shirts, I really like it. Like I can't wait to wear. I'm going to go see Cat Williams or tomorrow on the 17th, and I'm going to be wearing this shirt underneath maybe like some sort of jean jacket, whether it's a green jean jacket or a blue jean jacket, I'm not sure, but I will be doing that, and then showing everybody that I'm for cryptocurrency. I wish I had my Jasmy shirt because then I would wear a Jasmy shirt, but whatever. Anyways, if we wanted to understand, right, let me go back here, and I wanted to understand where the crypto market is right now. I think the crypto market's in maybe a little bit of a weird spot. I thought I was on YouTube for a moment. Well, I appreciate you watching. Um, no, this is TikTok. Well, that's TikTok. I am on YouTube, but if you can go over to YouTube if you want. Um, but yeah, double tap the screen and just continue to hit that like button. I think we got 149 likes. But if we look at the entire crypto market, tell Cat I said hey. I'm not seeing him. Like I'm not going, hey Cat Williams, how you doing? Like I'm not friends with him. Um, but I'm excited to see his set after everything that happened with Shannon Sharp. But if I look at the entire crypto market, right? The entire crypto market, we're seeing it at a $1.95 trillion market cap. That $1.95 trillion market cap is insanely close to a $2 trillion market cap. We are 50 billion coins away, or 50 billion dollars away. And I've seen that this has gone up to, I think it was a $1.98 trillion market cap. So we were like 20 billion dollars away from hitting that level. And I would have seen this as a significant resistance point. However, this looks like it can break through with some of this movement that we have seen. Thank you for following, by the way, Precious Love, 3 kids. Hopefully, I'm seeing that right. But thank you for following. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, we're at a $1.95 trillion market cap, and we also see that we're at a Bitcoin dominance of 52.28%. That's the number that we have to focus on. Bitcoin dominance, we have to see get hammered. We have to see decrease. We have to see it go down to like sub 40%. When we see it at those levels, once we see it now below 50% again, and below 48%, below 45%, once we start seeing that, we know that altcoin season has started. Now, if we see Bitcoin's dominance decreasing, but everything is really decreasing, it's just Bitcoin's decreasing more, that may not necessarily be altcoin season yet, but we are approaching that level to where altcoins now see a ton of the volume, a ton of the money. So right now, sorry for the cat in the background. As we see, Daisy, I don't know, what do you do? Why? She's so loud. She's so loud. But I think when it comes to Bitcoin dominance, we need to see that lowered. We need to see that money flowing into other cryptocurrencies, altcoins, the Solanas and XRPs and BNB and all of these projects of the world. We need to see it flow into those. And once it does flow into those, you now end up seeing this. This cat is so distracting. All I hear is just her meowing. Not more fake influences. I'm not influencing anybody. Not me or somebody else. Because I don't influence anybody. I don't plan to influence anybody. That's not what I hope to do. Matt, I wish I can get 1 million of Jasmine coin. Yeah, I mean it's tough at this point. It's starting to approach the level where it's insanely or getting difficult to get that much because you're spending a lot more money. Like you're spending 6,000 or almost $7,000 investing into Jasmine coin to try and get 1 million. You say Bitcoin will break resistance. I mean, it's looking very strong up in these levels. Typically, when you see it hit a resistance point, it starts to, like, you see it decline fast. We haven't seen that, right? And honestly, the way that I'm looking at this is it's a different market because the way that I've studied it before, it hits certain resistance levels, certain places, and it starts really pulling back from those levels because people are treating it, as they treat it as a long-term hold, but there's a lot of short-term traders that are in there. when it comes to Bitcoin now with the ETFs, it's a different story. The ETFs create consistency, create longer term holding, and it's because of these traditionalists that are starting to get into the crypto market. And that's where it's now very, very difficult to see what's going to be the outcome. Because I want to say that it will resist, but Bitcoin's looking like it's holding stronger and stronger at these levels above $50,000 and pushing up to $53,000. And then once it breaks that level, we still haven't seen that altcoin season yet, and we probably won't yet. But it is right around the corner because we can see Bitcoin go up to 55 or 60 and then start to kind of maybe level out a little bit before it gets to its actual all-time high. And we'll see altcoins that start to really play catch up there. So it's a little bit different of a market that, kind of bothers me a little bit, that I don't understand like what's truly going to happen. But I want to get people prepared for it. Long-term success galore, but people that want short-term trades to know if they should short right now, it's tough. Because in my heart, I want to, my short-term trading mindset wants to short the position, but I've already shorted twice on I think it was like $2 and $5 on a 100x leverage to see what they could be, right? And I only risked $2 and $5, $7 total, but I wanted to see what they could be, and both of those got liquidated as it went from a 52 up to 53, and as it went from 51, I think it was 51.8 up to 52 again. So at 100x leverage, you're going to get stopped out very, very quickly. So I wanted to look at where it is right now and maybe see a little bit of a resistance point. But if it breaks through that, then I end up getting liquidated again. But luckily, I'm testing where this market is with a small amount. I'm not going to test it with a large amount. I'm not going to throw $100, $200, $1,000 into one play at a 100x leverage. If I knew for a fact that was going to be the case, that it was going to come down, then yeah, I would go ahead and do that and risk quite a bit to be able to profit a hell of a lot off of that. However, it's not 100% confirmed. What website are you looking at right now? This is CoinMarketCap. Honestly, it should be. Oh, I changed the wrong thing. It should be. I should increase the size of this because I can barely see it. I feel like if I could barely see it, then you guys can barely see it. I mean, if you look at your screen close enough. I followed you for a long time on X on about people about giving fake news. Would you say Bitcoin will? Are you like the Matt Perry, as in the Doge Father Matt? I don't know who the Doge Father Matt is. What am I like Matt Perry, as in Doge Father Matt? I'm no. I don't know who. Thoughts on ICP or IPC? I don't know what IPC is. ICP, I know what that is. Maybe you had a typo. So anyways, the website that I'm looking at is CoinMarketCap. I don't know if I said that. CoinMarketCap, $1.95 trillion market cap overall. Let's refresh this. It's like plus or minus 0.2%, it seems like. But we're sitting at a $1.96 trillion market cap, where Bitcoin is up at the $52,361 level. ICP, what's your target price for ICP? I don't have ICP, but ICP has worried me quite a bit in the past. I had ICP. I bought it while it was at, I can't remember the price it was at, but I ended up selling at 75. I made profit. So I think it was like 35. But I ended up making profit off of it as it went up to like 75 or something. But then it got heavily diluted. They added more and more to the overall supply, as well as the overall market cap coming down in the bear market. And it was just getting hit hard. And it was something that bothered me, so I never reinvested into it. Even though it showed a very low price, it was just like, how do I know they're not going to continue to dilute it because they have an unlimited max supply? Um, and that's something that does worry me. But where it stands, if it can stay at these levels, it definitely can have a significant increase overall. Because if I look at ICP, it currently is up less than 1%. It's at $13.53. If we look at the highest level that it has gotten to market cap wise overall, the highest level market cap wise, come on, is update. If we're not including the beginning stages of it, we're looking at a $12 billion market cap. So I would assume we would see a 2 to 3 X over that. So maybe, looking at a 36 to 40 billion dollar market cap, or 24 to 40 billion dollar market cap. That's what I would say. And where we currently stand, we're at a $6 billion market cap. Now, at these levels, it was at a much higher price. You can't see it, but at the level in 2021, we were at a much higher price point than we were before. We were at like a 60 or 70. I believe it got up to there, and that's where I saw the dilution. So I ended up selling at that point. So from 30 to 70, I made money from it. And I was like, yeah, it's not going to get back to the high, I think, of like 700. The highest point's like 750. Yeah, $750 because it has too much supply. While it once had a supply that was less than Ethereum, it now has a supply that is basically quadruple the amount of Ethereum supply. So while it still has the ability to grow and still has the ability to, double from here and triple from here and all of that, it's not showing as much potential as it did prior to, um, the, well, I guess post dilution. So that's what I would say. I should hold back until we see more upward movement. For ICP, I'm a newbie trading in general. I've been thinking of buying Bitcoin, but I feel like um, I get what you mean. You've been you feel like I should hold back until we see some more upward movement. That's the mindset that I'm not saying that, like, I don't really support that mindset. And the reason why is because you may be missing out on opportunity. Because if it does find a way to break through 53, then you lose out on all opportunity in investing in crypto. And you're like, I'm waiting for this to come back. And then you start investing with the traditionalists. So it's tough, right? I wouldn't say that you go and purchase. I wouldn't say that you go and purchase, one Bitcoin. But what I typically do, and this is just my strategy, what I typically do is I'll put my foot in the door, right? I'll just put my foot in the door, make sure that I'm a part of the crypto market, find opportunities that I see that are going to thrive in the new market, right? In what this new market is and what the crypto future will be, and maybe some that are still sitting at a lowish point that hasn't had the breakout. We know that Bitcoin has had a breakout. We know that Ethereum has had a breakout. And when you're looking for it to get to all-time highs, it's literally just for Bitcoin, it's less than half, or less than 100%, of a gain. If you look at Ethereum, that's a 100% or less than 100% at this point of a gain. But then if you look at things like Cardano getting to some of the levels that it has been at, $3, $4, whatever, those levels you're now looking at, definitely multiple hundreds of percent of a gain just to those all-time highs. So you want to find some of these altcoins that have potential that you can gain a lot in, like an XRP that still sits at a low level of like 57 cents when we know that it has so much potential to go much further than that. My cost basis is above the price that it's at right now, meaning that I believe in that position a lot further than where it is. So if you can find some of those plays, then it will end up benefiting you being a part of the crypto market. And then when it gets to a point where if Bitcoin decides to come back down, if it decides to resist, you can now throw a little bit of money into Bitcoin. The point is that cryptocurrency may be a little bit more, it's not maybe, it is a little bit more long term and you have to have a long-term mindset because it will fluctuate, So I understand where you're coming from, but that's kind of how you have to take it, because a lot of people have said, like in the past, if you think of even to the stock market, people have said, you know what, I'm going to wait for Amazon to come down. I'm going to wait for Tesla to come down. And obviously you could have waited to where you get it at a certain level and certain places you would make money from. But from the beginning stages of it, no matter what, you would have made a ton, right? Because even though it did come down to a lower price, they had a split. They had multiple splits that happened. So you ended up now, instead of going from 10 Tesla that you had or 100 Tesla, you turned to 200 Tesla or whatever the split was, 500 Tesla. And, then you split again and you have 1,000 plus Tesla. And then you see what the value of Tesla could be. Or the same thing goes for, let's say, Meta or whatever, right? You have those abilities, or that ability to gain a lot more in the end if you just enter the market. It doesn't mean that you go all in. It just means that you enter it, right? So that's the way that I look at investing. It's so tricky to find the right time, and you can never find the right time. You have to invest, in things that you believe are worth or should be worth more than where they are right now. You cannot go with just the market, because I don't typically invest in a bull market unless I see an opportunity that's coming up out of nowhere. Like if it's like where I wouldn't say Terra Luna Classic during that bull market was springing up, but if I see an opportunity that's like that, where it's like kind of early stages and people are talking about it and we can get into it early before we see it blow up, then yeah. But then obviously you saw what happened at Terra Luna Classic with the crash that happened there. So even if I would have taken profit as I was going up, so I wouldn't be as salty as maybe some other people that lost money within Terra Luna Classic. So is Rivian a buy? I don't know. I haven't looked at the stock market in a while. Isn't that an EV company? Hey, everybody. Who's the Tivian show? You got a lot of subscribers. You got a check mark. Those are hard to get on YouTube. Thank you for showing up, though. I appreciate it. Good morning from the UK. Thanks for the stream and content you share, Matt. You're welcome. Anytime. Am I saying that name right? Probably not. I'm horrible pronouncing names, by the way. But anyways, thank you for being here. If you don't enter the crypto market in the next few months, you will miss the boat. I definitely agree on that. I think you need to be a part of it at least. I know, like I was looking at my portfolio, and my portfolio is, I think, good, right? It's around $40,000 for just the Coinbase portfolio, but then you get into MetaMask and Crypto.com and all of those. I should be somewhere around $60,000 or even $70,000 at these points. But it's like I look at it, I'm like, I feel like I don't have enough. I feel like 60 or 70,000 is enough, but I just feel like I don't have enough. As I went through like my breakdown, and maybe these exit plans are a little bit conservative, that's probably the reason why, but as I went through like all of my breakdowns here, again, I have a whole entire spreadsheet for all of the cryptocurrencies that I currently hold. So whether it's XRP, whether it's CRO, let me scroll up, whether it's CRO, whether it's Lucky's Leprechaun, whether it's Lunic or Jasmy Coin or Krill or Grok Farm, right? It doesn't matter. All of these different positions that I'm talking about. And I look at some of them and I'm like, I'm making a lot. Like you can say getting a max profit of $22,000 is fantastic, but there's so much that probably is unexplored, and that you don't know about if it's going to get to those prices, those levels. I know I have forever plays, and I know I also have ones that are worth $1,000 that could go to 24, which sounds fantastic, but it's also like it doesn't hit the same as if you go, okay, my Jasmy coin can potentially make me $600,000, and then you go over to ADA and you're like, I can make $3,000 from this. So it's like it doesn't hit the same. So it makes me want to have a lot more of a ton of plays. Honestly, it makes me want to have more of what's this play? API3. It makes me want to have more like crypto gems, ones that I'm investing, you know, a decent amount into, that where this can obviously skyrocket to possibly a $4,000 level, but still would only make me a max of $6,000 or something like that, as I only invested $400 or $500 into it. So it's like, do I have enough? And I feel like I have a lot, and I feel like I do have enough as I look at some of these top plays like XRP having 11,000, but you're definitely putting a lot into kind of a couple of areas, and hopefully can see these levels of Krill Coin get to some of these extended levels, Harvest Finance get to some of these extended levels, and still have like Bitcoin and Avalanche and all of these, but it's not a massive amount that you have of these plays. So if you are seeing Avalanche go to a certain level, it's like, okay, it gets to $100. Well, now I only have a whatever $6,000 worth or something. So I don't know. You think Shiba Inu will reach $1 in the next Bitcoin halving, or before the next Bitcoin halving? So I don't think Shiba Inu will reach $1 anytime soon. You got a lot of burning that needs to happen for Shiba Inu to hit $1. So with all the things that need to happen, that didn't happen. We saw some burns, but not enough to make an impact. Low cap utility gems for this bull run. We built this over 4 years now. I agree. I'm trying to find some of those low cap utility gems, and I think, it depends what you classify as low cap. I want things that are below maybe $100 million, so that we can now see it grow to 500 million, and grow to $1 billion, or maybe even grow to multiple billions of dollars. But it's so tough to find those plays. So we'll find them. We will find them. Wait until next season, and poof, millionaire. I don't disagree with you. I think that will happen, but it's just, as I see some of these levels, I'm like, I could have more of this, or I could have more of that, and I'm like, why am I only gaining, like, this seems like a significant play. Why am I only gaining $20,000, $30,000 from that? Which $30,000, fantastic, from $2,000 that you're investing, or $3,000 that you're investing, would be amazing. That's literally a 10x in what you have there. But the expectation for crypto is a lot higher than just a 10x. So I need to kind of temper my expectations, and be happy with the fact that you can gain $20,000 off of 1,000, or $10,000 off of 2,000, or whatever, right? It's still a decent gain, and you could do a lot of things with that, but it's just not the level that you see with some of the other plays, where it's like you could potentially be at the millions of dollars of level, right? Or $1 million level. You could be a millionaire. That's what I'm trying to say. I've got only 4K in the market. Be happy with 60. Trust me, I have been happy with 60 until I broke down everything to show what I expect to take as my lowest level, my reality, my expectation, and my max profit. So I'm happy with it. Don't get me wrong. It's just, as I start to look at some of these, I'm like, why am I only gaining that much? Why am I only gaining this much from here, when I should just put it over here where I can gain maybe a little bit more? But then you start putting everything in one spot. So we'll see. Crypto live violation. Please ensure your live displays the described product you're listing in your content. This is the described product, so I don't know what they're talking about. It is here. Doge shirt. Go ahead and get the Doge shirt if you guys want to. I don't know what they want me to do, if they just want me to say it, but every single time I have a live, they tell me that there is a violation. I'm not violating anything. Got the shirt on. That's in the description. If you guys want to go and get it, feel free to get it. I don't have it on the I don't have it on, what am I looking for my store, my Profits Apparel store on YouTube or any other platform. Joey Rez, thank you for the so I don't know when you sent that, but thank you for that donation, $10 donation. Currently trading Margex. Thanks, Matt. No problem. Hopefully you're learning what your strategy is and what your strategy will be, because strategy can be ever changing, right? I change my strategy all the time. Like, I mean, all the time. What can you turn 20K into, do you believe? So typically what I'm looking at in the crypto market, if you're looking at 20K, I believe you can turn 20K potentially into 2 million, right? I'm looking at it and I'm adding two zeros. So you add one zero, 200,000, you add another zero, 2 million. You could potentially turn it to that. Now, will it get to that? It all depends on when you decide to take certain levels. I would imagine you take your profit, and you may take your initial investment at the halfway point and then reach out to get to some of these higher levels. So if you're doing that specifically and taking it at the halfway point, that means that you can turn 20,000 into 1 million, and then minus taxes and everything there. But if you are doing it more, not conservatively, but if you're doing it maybe with a little bit more aggression, to where instead of it doubling in price, you take your initial investment, you let it quadruple in price, and then you're taking 25% of your overall investment, which would be your initial investment, and now leaving 75% in there. Now you can do the same thing with the overall math and just say that you're going to um, who is that? Thank you for stopping by. I don't know how to say your name. What's going on? Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Um, but what you can say is that instead of you getting to now 2 million, you would now be at 1.5 million there. So that's what I look at, and I always try and gauge it that way. So while I have 60 million or $60,000 in there, I'm expecting to get to about $6 million from overall investments. However, again, not everything is going to be a 100x. So it feels like it's going to be like an average of a 100x based on one larger move, or a couple of larger moves where it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions of dollars from some of them. And then other ones to where it will be much less, right? I'm not looking for a 100x, and I may look for just a 5x or 10x from those plays, which is okay. I'm just looking for some consistency there. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I don't know how many minutes we've been live right now, but at about 7:20, I have to go get the kids ready for school. So about 20 minutes from now. So we're probably going to be live for only an hour today. Why do crypto bulls still talk in dollars? Thought this was replacing the dollar. So you still have to bring it back to a standard thing that people can understand. So while we talk, and we can't say, oh, it's going to be worth this many XRPs, or we could say it's going to be worth this much USDT or this much USDC. Like, we'll say this is how many US dollars or dollars it's worth to shorten it. You still want to, especially people that are new, they don't understand what you would be talking about if you start throwing out things like that. They're like, what are you abbreviating? What does USDC stand for? And all of that. And what is USDT? And we would have to say, oh, it's Tether and what it's all about and everything there. And that's just too much to explain to the person that's just getting started. So you typically start and you want to hear how it compares to the dollar. And if the price range still compares to the dollar, whatever country you are in, and whatever currency you are utilizing, it will show you, what that currency is. I'm so hungry. Coinbase won't touch Lunic until all the legal stuff is wrapped up with a neat little bow. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, they did the same thing with XRP, where everybody was like, relist XRP. And I said that as soon as they have any type of win, that Coinbase would relist XRP as soon as they possibly can. because the volume, the level of volume that you see with XRP, you need that, right? You need that volume. That's like overall, it's billions of dollars worth of volume. Even if you see a percentage of that, that's a lot of volume that flows through it. And I even have XRP over there. A lot of other people have XRP over there. It's just the volume is massive. It's like you don't want to pass up that because it's guaranteed to be, overall, you're looking at it as a $1 billion. I don't know why I'm still looking at Internet Computer. You're still looking at like $1 billion worth of volume, if not $2 billion or whatever, right? $1.8 billion worth of volume, 3.1 billion, 3.1 billion XRP that has been traded over the last day. We're talking about one day, not throughout the month. And I don't know what percentage Coinbase sees, but we'll check that out. Coinbase sees about 2 or 3% of that, which is still phenomenal. Binance receives majority of the percent. I don't know if I can adjust this. It doesn't let me. But Binance receives majority of the percent. You do have 1% for Kraken, maybe a total of about 1% overall. KuCoin seeing 1.5%, HTX also receiving 1.3% in the last day. So you're getting a lot that's going through there with $1.8 billion worth of volume. Absolutely. Good morning, Matt. Did you speak out about Jasmine yet? Yeah, I pretty much did, as well as Grok today. I spoke out about it. We could talk about it maybe a little bit later in some other videos or something. But yeah, if you guys want to go and follow me on Rumble, feel free to do so. I think we have 655 followers on Rumble, so I would appreciate it if I get a follow. Steven, thank you for following on TikTok. Cool, thanks, bro. I just wanted a bit of an idea. Yeah, no problem. What do you think of Pepe? I think it's a great meme coin. I think it will be consistently a great meme play. And it will have the volume as we go into the bull market. As we go further into the bull market, as we go into the altcoin season, I think meme coins are definitely going to have a bigger impact. And right now we're seeing it, I think, at like a 22 or $25 billion market cap, something like that. And I think all meme coins will definitely have a larger impact than people think to the overall market and be worth probably hundreds of billions of dollars. And then eventually, which may seem absurd, get to a value of multiple, or not multiple, but $1 trillion market cap for all meme coins. Not Pepe alone, all meme coins. I think that will be the case because meme coins bring a lot of newer investors into the market, right? And it's tough to control a lot of these meme coins that come up. You can see a lot of maybe businesses and or financial institutions that are looking to buy up things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and all of these other like top cryptocurrencies. However, you don't see them looking to buy any of these starter plays. And those meme coins are kind of our territory, right? Where they may end up having control of a lot of the top of the crypto market, but we have control of things that are, I guess, creating the most popularity within the market. I wouldn't say the bottom of the crypto market, but technically we do. So things like Grok, things like Dogecoin, which Dogecoin is at the top of the market and it's could slowly be owned by um, you know, big banks and institutions, hedge funds, whatever, which would suck. But still, you have Dogecoin, you have Shiba Inu, you have Pepe, you have Grok, you have all these Solana meme coins that are created. You have Bonk as well. So I think those will have a larger control over the market that a lot of people don't see right now. Um, but we'll be there. Thank you guys for watching, though. Grok had a nice run up. It did. It got all the way up to like 64% of a penny. How much did you invest into Grok, Brian? Because I know that you got 1 million and you bought sort of at the lower level. So your you must have doubled where you were because you invested 4,500 into it. So you ended up making, or not double, I guess you had 2,000 over. Are you waiting? What point are you waiting for your initial investment, or are you doing that? Are you waiting till it gets to a much higher point in order to take profit as well as initial investment, or are you waiting for the same point that I'm waiting for? Elmo ERC got hit hard. Did it? I mean, when you don't show a play love, but then you still use it as a Twitter account and with the following, it's um yeah, it's just not gonna be great. I feel like they didn't play that the right way. The whole entire thing, they didn't play it the right way. It's a shame because there's so much opportunity in those. I'm not saying that I could do a better job, but when it comes to the popularity standpoint, yeah, I think I could do a better job there. Understanding what the people want and listening to the people, but then understanding what's also best for the project. Uh, Now, with the financial situation, I don't know the detail to that. But from what I understand, that was more of why the decision was the decision. Elmo up 2%. Last I looked. I mean, I don't know what getting hit hard was. I think it was up today, a decent amount. I'm comfortable waiting until a screaming high level. So you're comfortable waiting until you get to like 20 cents or 50 cents? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about like, is 20 cents or 50 cents too high? I mean, that's a large range. It's a large gap. Jacob, honestly, I sold XRP and Cardano after holding for 3 years. 50 cents is cool. So a cool $500,000. Is that what you're saying? What point, like if you were getting to that point, how much would you take at that level of $500,000? Would you take $100,000, just taking 200,000 from it, or would you take a like half of it and leave half of it in there? Like, would that feel kind of weird holding that much after only investing 4,500? You would have to be a brave man to sell XRP. Take it to the candy shop. All right, we got 52 people over here on TikTok. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any positions that you want to talk about, I don't know if I'll uh, talk about all of them. VThor went up 125%. I did see VET went up a decent amount yesterday as well. Any thoughts on XRP? A ton of thoughts on XRP. I believe XRP is going to be absolutely massive. I'm a big fan of XRP. I'm finally positive on my Margex trades within XRP. But I really like this play. I have $11,000 worth of XRP to over 20,000 XRP. I'm actually moving more from Margex over to Coinbase, so I should have 21,000 XRP by the time 12 o'clock happens. So that's great. I also should have more Bitcoin by the time 12 o'clock happens. I should have over $3,000 worth of Bitcoin at that point because I have some on Margex that I sent over. And I think there was another play as well, but I'm not 100% sure. So either way, I'm getting a little bit more, but XRP I'm a big fan of it. I have the most invested into XRP. It was a CRO for a long time, and now, XRP is that top spot. Thoughts on Pendle? I looked at Pendle a couple of times. It looks very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I looked at it very briefly. I can't remember exactly what it is. I need about 250K to move to real estate to start my freedom run. So that's what you would do is take 500,000, or sorry, you would take, instead of looking at the 500,000, you would look at the 250 or half of that. You would take that. Or are you, because you would have to pay taxes on that then. So as you see that hit that level of 50 cents or potentially 50 cents, which could be $3 billion worth of a market cap, um, are you going to take more than that? Because remember, you have taxes that also you have to pay. So I would stake 250K on CRO and allocate all the passive income into it for 5 years and then retire. That's not a bad idea. You just have to know where CRO's position actually is, like what the price is. Because if it's at a lowish point, like where it is now, absolutely. If I have an extra amount of money that's going into some place to where I can gain a decent passive income, and if I can gain a passive income from not only like say dividend investing, but also the like crypto market and some sort of cryptocurrency like a CRO, absolutely. That's not a bad idea. But while Grok does run up to those points, while it does run up to you can only do a certain amount basically, but as it does run up to those points, um, you might end up seeing CRO that ends up skyrocketing as well. So it's going to be very difficult. I'll settle for the Obsidian card. Right now, I have the Jade Green card, and I'm looking to take that 40,000 that's currently staked in there and grow that to a dollar range, which will be $40,000, meaning that I'll get the Icy White card. And then whatever I gain is going to be basically in dollars, right? If I gain 30 CRO, I'm gaining $30 every time I have any type of like a rebate or I have any type of rewards or something like that, which would be fantastic. Next bull run, XRP will pop, and I think banks are not ready yet. I agree. I mean, they have these connections, but I really don't think they're ready. I think you're right there. Um, Baby Doge will surprise many of y'all and take advantage now. I'm not going to say no. I'm not a fan of Baby Doge. I'm not a fan of things that are baby versions of things or other versions of things. So, Piper, can I? Yeah. Shoes untied. Love the socks, Matt. Yep. Thank you. Nike. All day. All day, every day. Um, I'll become a beta trader. As far as taxes, I'm waiting for the 1 year mark. Um, so that'll only pay 15% cap gains, and that's why I'm in panic mode buying until the crypto halving. Yeah, and that's why I typically, I want to hold things for a very, very long time. I've been holding Terra Luna Classic for a very long time, obviously. So that's something that is automatically long term now because it is over 1 year. So I will have a certain level. Oh, shoot. I will have a certain level. Actually, it's not Nike socks. These are Adidas. Um, I thought they were Nike. But yeah, I think with the crypto having or sorry holding long term, I want to have a lot of different plays to where I am holding um, long term, and I think there's a couple like I'm looking at them like if I look at Bitcoin, like I'm not holding long term on that. I literally just purchased that. It felt like I just purchased it. And then also AVAX, I haven't been holding long term. So, but then I look at like Jasmine Coin, I've been holding for quite a bit of time, and I think that I'm approaching holding long term on that. I think I'm like 5 months away, but I still am approaching it, right? Compared to some other ones that's like 10 months away. So I want to get to a point to where all of them are long term investments. And once we get to maybe like 2025, that's where that that does become reality. And that means that I have to kind of stop buying where we are right now. I'm holding, like I said, $60,000, $70,000 worth of cryptocurrency, and I'm hopefully going to turn that into multiple millions of dollars. But so if I'm gaining, that much, and I get taxed a decent amount, which I have to go and file and do all that stuff, it's a pain. I still have to file my taxes for this year, which anybody that pays taxes knows that if you consistently pay taxes, you wait until like kind of the last minute to do so. You could file it just to see where the range is, but honestly, it's like looking at a bill that you just is going to be high, like a credit card bill or something, and you don't want to open those bills because you're going to have to pay it, right? That's kind of the issue that you deal with. I just picked up another 22K Jasmy a few hours ago. Well, then you're really stacking up. How much Jasmy coin do you have now? Thank you for the super chat, by the way, JStack 89. Meme plays have the kind of ROI that brought people into crypto or to crypto in the first place. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means that there's a possibility, or the possibility exists. I agree.
JStack89 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Just picked up another 22K Jasmy a few hours ago. Flexed biceps, medium skin tone.
Yeah, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Taxman is going to love this bull run, probably, but there's going to be a lot of searching within this bull run. I believe that they're going to be looking for anybody that makes any type of mistake, and they're going to be searching to get a lot of their money, because if crypto is truly running and people are making money, they pay those taxes. Flex, bicep, medium, skin tone. Yeah, I know. It always says that. Um, I guess for people that maybe can't see, but hear the live stream, which I appreciate. Any news about XRP related to the World Bank? Not that I know of. Right now, it's mainly just trying to get some news out of the SEC versus Ripple, which we don't really have much, but we have connections to many different banking institutions, but I don't really have any type of update there. But what I do have to do is get out of here because it is an hour. Brian, thank you for that super chat. Right as I'm about to leave, I'll read it now. Hopefully they read it before I leave, but I'll wait until they read it, and then I'll get out of here after I respond to it. But make sure you guys hit the like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you're on X, feel free to follow me. If you're, make sure you retweet and do everything you can. If you're on Rumble, make sure you follow me as well. Hit that like button for whatever algorithm they do have. Also, if you guys want to check out Margex, feel free to go and check out Margex. I don't know why this is all highlighted. Feel free to go and check out Margex. It is a great platform. I've been using it for a long time, and I want you guys to understand that it is a leverage trading platform, and leverage trading can be risky. You have to find your strategy that works best for you. It took me a while to find my strategy, and now it's consistently working. So I want you guys to find your strategy, test it with a low amount of money, and then when you feel like you found your strategy, you found what you're looking for, you can now start to invest maybe a little bit more or a little bit higher leverage. But sometimes that strategy comes with lower leverages as well. So definitely check out this platform. The link is in the chat. It's also in the description. I'll also post something
Brian
on X
Herzig
later.
donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Good morning, peeps. Hope everyone is having a great day. Matt, can you look at Yoto and or GME? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
So I'll take a look at it right now. But then after that, I'm gonna head out of here because I gotta go get the kids ready for school. Harper's pretty much ready, but I have to get Hayden up and everything. So if we go and look at my my watch list, I have GME and both Yodo and GME on my watch list. I know that this was brought up to my attention from you, and I looked at it and I looked at it a little bit. But you see that you're at a $2 million market cap, which could have some major movement to it. You are seeing a very low amount of volume, so you need to see a lot more volume within this position. And if you look at the circulating supply, you're seeing 280 billion, so everything is released for that circulating supply. If we look at all history, you really don't have much history on it. It was at a 1757 price, and now you're seeing this with, I guess, an added zero and 7685, so much lower, down 56% from where it was at that high. But again, currently sitting at a $2.16 million market cap, so it's something to look at. But places that you can purchase it, it is a Solana-based cryptocurrency. So usually those see a decent amount of volume throughout. I don't know what the volume was in the beginning, but and the beginning literally was not too long ago. You're talking about January. So it's still early stages to see things get listed and go in places, but that's where it's standing right now. I wouldn't say the popularity is at the best point right now, but seeing the volume up 49%, it's pretty good. If we look at GME though, I know GME has made a move recently. I was waiting for it to pull back more because it was at 20% of a penny. And I was waiting for it to move back down to like 10% of a penny, and I would have invested a little bit more into this play. The reason being is because I'm a big fan of GME. I'm a big fan of actually GameStop and the association that it does have with it, and the journey that everybody was on that's a part of GameStop. You know, I'm still invested into AMC heavily, not invested into GME anymore, but I am invested into AMC and what they've done there and how big I am on it. So my one thing that I could do is obviously be a part of GME here, which is up 41% in the last day. So that's great to see, but I wanted to see it come down so I can make an investment and hold $1 million. Because I feel like this could be a big play. It's not guaranteed, but I feel like it could have been a big play. So where it stands, you're looking at 6.9 billion. You're looking at $19 million worth of volume. Again, it's up 41% in the last day. And you saw this get all the way down to about 19% of a penny. And I would have loved to have seen that drop down to about 10% of a penny so that I could have, like I said, invested like $1,000 into it, which would have been a risky play. It would have. I'm not going to do it now. But if it does find a way to come down to that point, I will explore that. And there's no guarantee that I will purchase it because it is a lot to throw on a play that doesn't really have many markets associated with it. It's only just Solana based like markets, right? So it like you need a little bit more there, but once you get a little bit more, the price and everything really starts moving a lot more. So it's something that I'm looking at, keeping my eye on, keeping my attention on, and that's why it's on my watch list because I want to see it thrive. But then again, I also want to look into everything that they're doing. So it looks like it could be a good play. But anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out my merch store, which I don't know if I'm there. You can check out my merch store. You can which is in the description, and you'll check out some different cryptocurrencies that are there, some different cryptocurrency t-shirts. Feel free to go and start trading on Margex as well. Again, it's a great platform. But I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch